The first coalition agreement was reached last night as the Likud and Israel Beitenu signed an agreement which included government guidelines and the portfolios designated for Avigdor Lieberman's party. The other potential coalition partners are expected to be signing agreements during the next few days. Joining us now is Knesset member Ketzaleh, chairman of the National Union. Shalom.
Shalom to you and to the all viewers.
Now, before we relate to the coalition talks, I'd like to discuss the issue of a prisoner swap deal in order to release kidnapped IDF soldier Gilad Shalit. It seems that the current government is doing whatever it can to hurry up the negotiations and complete the deal before the new government comes into power. Now, you're saying today that the issue should be actually taken care of by the Netanyahu government, the next incoming government.
I think that Olmert government has to leave it to the new government. Am Israel, our nation, decided in a democratic election to choose and to vote for a new government which represent Arutz Sheva, Am Israel and Torat Israel. And with God's help, within a few days, we are all going to sign on the new agreement. The question of releasing Gilad Shalit is not a question because Am Israel is ordered and the IDF has to find the way and the government of Israel has to find the way how to release him, and there are many ways that can be done by the Israeli government, by the IDF, which we never unfortunately used them. The way that the Israeli dealing now or have dealt in the past few months, it's a shame on the state of Israel. We have to learn from United States of America the way that they dealing or they are not dealing with terrorist groups. They never even come close to that. They're fighting. They don't give up till they're releasing their people without negotiation, because this is a question of strategic point of view, not emotional point of view. You have to think from your head, not from your stomach. You have to think because of that you have your intelligence, you have organization that or institutions that every state has in order to think from the head and to think for the future time and to think in a general way that will save the nation and not emotionally that can bring the nation to destruction. We remember the time that we have released, we call it Jibril deal, that we have released 1,100 terrorist attackers, that many of them were terrorists, and immediately hundreds of Jewish people have been murdered. We have to be very careful with our decisions and to be strong and to find another ways to release our captured or our soldiers that have been captured by terrorists. And there are many ways, and we can do it, but we have to do it in the way that the America doing it and the way that we have dealt in the past, not today.
Now, you mentioned now that you hope to be part of the next government. In the past few days, it seems that the National Union is something that Netanyahu would rather keep aside. There were meetings between Netanyahu and Livni, and whenever the option of unity is discussed, it's obvious to everyone that the National Union won't be part of a Kadima Likud government. How do you see what's going on?
Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu using the negotiation with Mississippi Livni in order to put pressure on the parties like National Union and other parties. It doesn't really mean to do it, and I can declare now in front of many faces that the agreement will be signed and we will have not a narrow, even though it's only 65 candidates or mandates, it's not a narrow government, it's a very strong government. Many of Kadima will join the Likud and us after we will form the government within a few days. The agreement will be signed. Of course, there are many things that have not been finished, have not been signed, because we have some principles and we are representing people which believe on many basic beliefs which Am Yisrael believed thousands of years. We have to represent them in the way that they can be proud on us, and we can look in the mirror and saying that we are straight and we are doing the right things. So I can say, in order to make the people in America and all over the world happy, the agreement will be signed. We are talking to Benjamin Netanyahu almost every day, a few times a day. We are finishing the agreement, and within a few days the agreement will be signed and the government will be formed. And with God's help, we will represent the state of Israel and the Jewish people all over the world in a nice way, proper way, and we will bring to the state of Israel a lot of pride, and hopefully will behave differently from the previous one that brought to us a lot of shame, unfortunately.
A few days ago, it seemed that you were raising the stakes by presenting the Jewish Home and the National Union as one big 7-mandate block, demanding two important ministries, education for the Jewish Home and housing for you. But shortly after, members of the Jewish Home made it clear that there's no real unification.
We are trying, we are still trying. We have a very good relationship with the head of the Jewish House, the NRP, the past, in the previous one they used to call them the NRP. Unfortunately, they have another part that's not really joining us in the way that the head of the party joining us. But we are still trying and doing as much as we can in order to keep the all 7 together. And who knows, maybe we will succeed. I'm not sure that we will succeed to get the 2 portfolios that we want. We are trying, educational portfolio and the housing portfolio. But we are trying, and with the God's help, we will succeed. And we are making all our efforts, and it could be a good beginning for the future to rejoin again and to come to the next election within a few years, much stronger, and to try to get all our people 14 mandates, and to be much stronger in the Israeli parliament, and even stronger and bigger.
Now let me ask you on a more personal level. It's no secret that you are a co-founder of Israel National News, Arutz Sheva, and now you began a new chapter in your life as a Knesset member, as a politician. How's the transition?
The INN, Arutz Sheva TV, and Arutz Sheva Internet, and the paper B'Sheva, and all the institutions, I'm still in contact with them with my heart. I think about them. According to the Israeli law, officially I'm not allowed to work on another job, but I'm allowed to say to everybody who listens to us that they are the most important institutions, and they are the most important institution which doing the most important thing for Am Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael, and Torah Israel, and we are blessing the people who are taking place or came instead of us, that they will continue to do the right and the proper and the good thing, to continue to develop the all institutions that we have been involved before.
And how were the first days in Knesset?
It was a good beginning. When we finished the 4 years, asked me how was the last day.
Okay, MK Ketzaleh, National Union, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you, and I want to thank all the viewers.